Hi, my name is Scott Badger, and I will be your instructor for this webinar. In this webinar, I'm going to show you how you can schedule a meeting via your Zoom web portal. To access your Zoom web portal, there's a couple ways. One way is I can go to the RIC website, go to webmail, click on the link, and then you'll log yourself in. Now, I've already authenticated, so I've already logged myself in already. If you haven't done that already, it's going to ask you for your RIC email and your password. Then I go up to the top and I click on the app launcher and then click on Zoom at RIC. Now, if you don't see the Zoom at RIC app, then you want to click on all apps and scroll down and click on Zoom at RIC. So I'm going to click on Zoom at RIC, and that will bring me to this page here. All I have to do is click on sign in. And I'm done. I'm at my RIC web portal. Another way is to go to ri-college.zoom.us, click on sign in. That way will also bring you to your Zoom web portal. Once you're in the web portal, on the left-hand side, we click on meetings. And then on the right-hand side, we're going to click on schedule a meeting. Then I'm going to end schedule it. So I will put in the topic here, right? So, maybe if I'm teaching USS 101 section 3, so I might come over here and say USS 101 section 03, and let's say I'm meeting on every Tuesday. So I'm going to say Tuesday meeting at 4 p.m. Right? And I come down to when. For right now, I'm going to show you, you're going to be putting in the when. So let's say my first reoccurring meeting is going to be on the 19th. Okay. And at 4 o'clock. How long? Well, my meeting is going to be about 2 hours long. Now we do have Zoom Pro account, so we can go as long as we want. So even though I'm saying 2 hours, I can go longer than 2 hours. Then I'm going to click on reoccurring meeting. So I'm going to go ahead and say reoccurring, not daily. It's going to be weekly. So I'm going to have a weekly meeting with my students. So I say weekly. And when am I going to meet? Okay, I'm going to meet on Tuesday. So because I'm creating this meeting on right now on a Monday, it automatically select Monday. So I deselect Monday and I choose Tuesday. Now, if I had multiple, so I'm meeting every Tuesdays and Thursdays, then I would also have to choose Thursdays. Right. But right now I'm going to select Tuesday. Then I'm going to say when's the last reoccurring meeting. Right. So I'm going to come down here and I'll say, all right, my last meeting is going to be on May, say 11th. Right. And then you go through your security options and your video and audio, just like you've been doing in the past. So I'm going to go ahead and click on save. Okay. And if I go back to my meetings, so I can either click here, my meetings, or I can click on meetings. And notice what it did. I have tons of them now because what's going on is it actually, there were 18 occurrences. So it created a meaning for each one of those occurrences. Each occurrence, they're all using the same ID and passcode. Right? But now it's kind of clutting up my Zoom web portal. And if I have multiple classes, then I'm going to have a lot going on here. Now, there's an easier way to kind of clean this up. Instead of having all of your occurrences being listed out, what you can do is you can hover over the first one and click on edit. And I'm going to say edit all occurrences. Then I'm going to scroll down and say where it says reoccurrence, say weekly. I'm going to say no fixed time. I'm going to leave all the rest the same. Then hit save. Now, if I go back to my meetings, I'll see that the class, it's right here, but I only see one of them because it's reoccurring and I'm not seeing all the occurrences. It's a reoccurring, no fixed time. So I can provide my students access to this course that I provide them with the ID and passcode. If I click on it, I come over on the right-hand side, click on copy invitation. And what do I need to provide my students? I would need to provide my students with the meeting ID, the link. So the meeting link, the meeting ID, and the passcode. Okay. If there is a passcode, because you may have turned that off. Okay. So I'm going to copy that. So on a PC, Control C. On the Mac, Command C. So I copied it. I can close this out. And then what I can do is I can email that to my students. I can also, in my Blackboard course, I can just create a content area. Okay, and I come over here as a plus sign, create content area, and I'll call this Zoom meeting, Zoom weekly Tuesday meetings. Right, so I'm naming it, make it available, submit. You got added to the very bottom. I can move this up. So maybe I want to move this up so it's right below my discussion board here. I click on that. That's a content area. Now I want to add that information, right? So I'm going to go to build content item. I'm going to name it. So I'll call this right now Zoom weekly Tuesday meetings at 4 p.m. Right? And then I want to paste in. So I'm going to paste in the information here. All right. So Control V on the PC, Command C on the Mac. I'm going to highlight the URL. I'm going to click on the link here. It looks like a little chain. Okay, there's my link, but where it says open up in a current window, I'm going to say click the down arrow and click new window, save, submit. Okay. Okay. And since I've placed the link to my meetings here, okay, and if I'm using my Zoom meetings in your courses, it's apply the new course menu. There's a link to the collaborating tool. I won't need that, so I can go ahead and delete that. So I'm not using Collaborate. I'm going to be using my Zoom meeting here, right? So I delete that. And then this guy right here, the Zoom meeting, is actually linked to the Zoom LTI. So I'm not using the Zoom LTI tool to schedule my meetings. I've already created my meeting in my web portal, and I paste it inside here on this content area. So here I'm going to delete this. This way students don't get confused, right? So I delete that. Done. Okay. If you have any questions on scheduling a recurring meeting via your Zoom web portal, please contact the help desk at either at 401-456-8803, or you can email them at helpdesk@ric.edu, request a virtual one-on-one. They will create a service ticket and assign it to the instructional technology team, where Mike Raytel, Jack Mello, and I, Scott Badger, we're all on that team, and one of us would take your service ticket and contact you.